Now it says at the top, when do we add or when do we multiply? Because if you notice in the last example, I multiplied, but sometimes we do add. So let's just sort of look at our examples and see if when we're done, it makes sense when we add and when we multiply. So it says your omelets are $3, but you have to pay 50 cents for each ingredient. It gives you guys vegetable ingredients and meat ingredients. So letter A, suppose you want exactly 2 vegetarian ingredients and only 1 meat ingredient in your omelet. How many different types of omelets can you order? Well, if you're ordering 2 vegetables and 1 meat, how many vegetables are there to choose from? 6, and you're only choosing 2. So those are your veggies. And you're going to choose 1 meat from the 4 options that they have for you there. So if you're doing more than 1 thing, you're doing vegetables and meat ingredients, that's when you guys are going to multiply. Because you're doing more than 1 thing or choosing more than 1 thing. So and is when you multiply. So 6 choose 2 times 4 choose 1. You end up with 15 times 4, which means there's 60 omelets you guys could order. If you're only getting that many toppings. So then if you look at B, it says suppose you can afford at most 3 ingredients in your omelet. How many different types of omelets can you order then? So at most means 3 or less. So you could do 3 or 2 or 1 or 0 toppings. You're not going to get 3 and 2 and 1 and 0 because that wouldn't make sense. You're choosing one of those 4 options. So if you're only choosing 1 option or doing 1 thing, that's when we're adding. So the first option, so we have a total of 6 veggies and 4 meats. So there's a total of 10 toppings you guys can choose from. So the first option would be to do 10, choose 3. That's the most you could choose. Or you could do 10 and only pick 2. Or pick 1. Or you could even choose no omelets, and that would really just be eggs. But if you added all of them up, you could type it right into your calculator. I'm just going to write it out. So 10 choose 3. So you get 120 plus 45 plus 10 plus 0. So you would have 176 types of omelets to choose from if you couldn't choose more than 3 ingredients or toppings. So, or is when you're just doing 1 thing, and is if you're doing more than 1 thing.